going to show you probably everything you need to know to fix a Chatty Cathy doll. If I missed something, leave a comment and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Alright, first things first, when you get a Chatty Cathy doll, probably cost you about $30 on eBay, maybe 40. Okay, you get the doll, try to get one if this is your first time and you're trying to fix the voice box. Try to get one that does not have a cloth chest. If you get one with a cloth chest, it is very, very hard to fix. That's the first thing. When you get the doll, the first thing you need to remove is the head. And in order to remove the head, you want to either dip this thing in hot water so that you can remove it, or you can heat this section where my thumb is going across all the way around and slowly try to wiggle it out to remove it. The one I removed here, actually the ring cracked on it. If you get cracking plastic, I'm going to show you guys probably in the end of the video that you can put crazy glue on it, and when you hold it in place, sprinkle a little bit of baking soda. When you do that, you'll see that you're actually building plastic. It's amazing. There's your first tip of the day. Okay, next we're going to, when you got the head removed, the first thing you're going to do when you do that is this body will be in place. You're going to take a razor blade and you're going to rock it back and forth and split this part of the chest right here, this point right here, obviously the other side, and above the shoulders right here. Once you've split all that, the chest will get removed, and when you get inside it should look like that. And what I have is a tool here. You see that tool with the tip? It was actually this one I was using, sorry. Get over here. This tip right here, and I would push it in there and rock it and try to pop these up because it has like 6 points. What I mean by 6 points of contact that's holding this record, brake system, and needle in place over here in these sections here. And this is your spring. We could easily wind that back up. And the string, this string is busted. Okay, 99% of these, if they're original old ones, are gonna need a new O-ring. The O-ring cost about $3. Got that on eBay from this guy right here. So you just type in Chatty Cathy O-ring, $3. Gonna have to replace that. You gotta do this, okay? Because these O-rings are stretched out. They only made to work about 10 years. Okay, when you get this removed right here, what you're gonna have is this brake system that is in here. When this turns, the brake system expands and these felt cloth things rub on here, slowing it down to the correct speed needed. I take a toothbrush, these are tools you're gonna need, and I brush the brake system and just clean that. I clean the inside of this. I also use petroleum jelly to put inside of here any point of contact where it's spinning. Do not, and I repeat, do not get any of the petroleum gel or whatever you're going to use onto the O-ring or anywhere that the O-ring is spinning around the record here. I am going to clean this. This one has water damage inside of it. I fixed several of these, maybe 20 or 30, and I haven't ever seen one with this much water damage inside. So it obviously got dunked in the water when the kid had it, probably 30, 40 years ago. I'm going to clean that record with a Q-tip and alcohol, and I'm going to clean the record. I've cleaned the needle. Also over here, the arm for the needle, I've put, I'll just point out, because I only got one hand to record, guys, so sorry about the shakiness. I put petroleum jelly inside of that crevice where the arm moves back and forth. Now it's gliding freely. Some of these may look a little different inside. I've made a few videos so people can see different ones. So search my channel for different Chatty Cathy repairs. And they, about every 5 years or 6 years or so, there was modifications. I've never seen one with a red, what do you call that? Record speaker. Oh, for you guys who don't know what these items are, this is your speaker right here, and that is your needle right there. And one of the big questions you get if you have a missing string is, where does it go through? Now actually you see this little pinhole right here, and how it works is when you pull that string, you pull the string, yes it does go through that little hole, and it does go through this little hole here. So when you pull it, you're actually pulling the arm up and over, and it comes down onto the record, causing it to go in different areas. And that's how she said different things while you were pulling the string. The string that I'm using is a 100-pound braided fishing line. Also picked this up on eBay. This was about, I think it was like $6 delivered to my door. But you could find them at like fishing stores and stuff like that. But make sure you get about 100-pound right there. If you get like a 20-pound or a 10-pound, it may work, but it might rip on you in a few years. 100-pound, you'll be good to go. Okay, so you got the brake system. But if you do buy one of these and it's your first time, you're only going to do one of them, probably try to buy one without a missing string. That way when you buy it, the only thing you have to replace is the O-ring, which shouldn't be too hard for you guys. You'll just have to remove this section here, do some cleaning, and replace the O-ring. So now I'm gonna get ready to replace the string and put the O-ring in, and then we'll probably start trying to seal this thing up. It's only usually about a 15-20 minute job. If this is your guys' first time, what I usually would do is take some tape. I'll show you guys this. You get a nice counter to work on because it's like having a third hand. I take some packaging tape and I get my Chatty Cathy doll mounted down. This way things don't start moving around. Make sure you're getting that in the video. I could actually probably zoom in for you guys a little bit so you guys could see me. Alright, so now that we've got this mounted in place, I'm gonna take these Q-tips here that I got, and we're gonna start cleaning the record like I told you guys I was gonna do. That'd be one thing to do. And just try to push hard and get into those grooves. You're not gonna hurt it because you don't want that record not playing nice, and you don't want to have to get back in here. And you can see the dirt that's coming off. Next, we're going to lift this up and put the new O-ring in place. When you do get this up, I do want to grease this little hole on the bottom. So I'm going to put some of this petroleum jelly in there, into that ring. I'm going to pull out the old O-ring. I do want to clean this section here where the grooves are. I mean, you got 50 years of dirt in there. I like to use a Q-tip, push real hard. Sometimes like a little, if you got rust on it or something like that, which this one's not too bad for some reason, you can get in here and just scrape it with something metal, but I don't see nothing coming off because you want that contact to be good right here. Just push real hard and you should be good. That's what I'm doing right now. Roll around the whole thing one time until I feel confident it's really clean. I mean, this is where your O-ring sits, so I think I got it on it. Now I can just feel like it's real nice and smooth. Alright. Next, we're going to place the O-ring on here. That's nice and tight. The other one was so loose it just fell right off. Alright, so the O-ring's on there. Put this back in place. And I'm going to put some grease in this hole here before I forget, because that's the hole that the brake system goes into. Alright, put that away. We are going to replace the string on this one, and I just need to unwind it, which it unwinds clockwise, and you can see how it's put in here. Through that little tiny hole, I'm going to feed in my new one and wrap it back around. I'm just going to make extra. If you want to wonder how much to cut, just put extra and then you can clip it when it comes out the other end when you're all done. So I'll probably make it about 17 inches just to be safe. If I can get this thing to feed. There it goes. Trying to get the right tool. I don't even have the right tool handy. Here's a little tool. Get the right tool to get it to feed. Okay. Got more than enough there. Clip it. Hopefully you guys don't have to do the string. Wow, that's a really tough string. It does not even want to cut. Alright. Got that. I'm going to tie a couple knots here. Probably 2 or 3 just to be safe. Last thing you want is a kid pulling it and then it coming undone. Then you got to get back in. Never ever want to come back in here again. Hopefully it'll be somebody else 2 generations from now. Alright. You put this on, you're going to want to wrap it up counterclockwise. So we're wrapping counterclockwise. Once I get it all on there, pretty good. I got more than enough on there right now, but never be too safe. Alright, take a piece of tape and just hold it in place so it doesn't get in my way. Just temporary right there, that's what I do. And now you can wind up your record. And people want to know how much to wind it up. I think when your spring looks like about that, you should be good, where the spring is lined up with the record. If you do a little more, a little less, it probably doesn't matter. You could test it out and always wind it a little more before you tie your string. Just don't tie it, and you could always adjust it. So not a big deal there. Don't get panicked if your spring gets undone or goes all out of whack. So I'm gonna put this brake system in, but I need to get the O-ring out, and I have a tool for that. It'd be good to have a third hand right here if you had somebody help you, because I actually have to get behind that O-ring to get it out from under there. There it goes. Got the O-ring. I put my finger in place here, and you're gonna get it. If you could, I can't see what you guys can see. Sorry. I want to get it around this little ring here, which I have cleaned the heck out of in there. And do not get any petroleum jelly in there. So once you got that in there, right now it's gonna want to unwind. So, oh no, it won't, because the brake system's holding it in place right there. Now we're getting ready to put this back on. All right, next we're gonna feed the string through this little eye hole. Let me come over here to show you guys what I'm talking about. Right here on the arm with the needle on it, you're gonna feed the string through there and back through this one. Okay. When I first started doing these, I wasn't sure if the string went in there or not. Well, yes it does. It's got to pull the arm up. I didn't understand how they exactly worked. It's hard to get it in that little hole, actually. I don't know how they did it years ago, especially with a thicker string, you know. So that one goes through there and comes out of this side here. Now we could probably remove that tape that was holding our string in place. We're gonna put this through. Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate. Put the brake system through here. Make sure that your needle sits, the arm of the needle sits on the record in place. A little bit of time, I can squeeze this in there. I put some crazy glue on there. I want to show you guys how to build plastic form. So if you crack your doll anywhere, and when you go to seal this up, this is what you're gonna do. So I put crazy glue, blew it away, put more crazy glue, sprinkle some more on there, and I'm doing this on the inside because my crack is right on the lip where the doll's neck would go, and I want her neck to work as it did. But if I do this on the inside of my doll, so think ahead, that it's not gonna affect the doll in any way whatsoever. And I'll show you guys what's happening up close. You could see it's built plastic and it's hard as a rock. Ran out of time, I'm gonna show you guys what she sounds like. fix that Chatty Cathy.